Hi, welcome back to Anxiety.Stitch. My name is Amy and welcome to my FlossTube Extra. I thought that I would do a little bit of a FlossTube Extra on the hand-me-down haul which I've recently received. So I got an awesome huge stash of cross-stitch, predominantly patterns from my mum, and it was just so much I thought it was probably too much to do in a normal FlossTube. Also, if you've been with me since the start, you remember that I started this channel with my friend Brooke. Well, she recently found a really cool stash of threads on Facebook Marketplace and she bought them for me as a complete surprise. I had no idea, so it was a really nice surprise and she turned up at my door with them. And I haven't opened them yet, so I thought maybe we could open them together as part of this FlossTube Extra because that's a bit of fun, a little bit of an unboxing video. So yeah, that's what this one's going to be about. So if you are here looking for some stitching updates, that's not what you're going to get in this video. I hope to do another full FlossTube in the next week and a half. This is pure a haul video, which I know some people love because my mum has some patterns here which are from the early 2000s. I think some maybe you can't get anymore or some you can get from selected sites. So that's always a little bit fun to have a look at. Basically, my mum gave up cross-stitch a while ago. She just got kind of bored of it. She said she just had maybe cross-stitched too much and burnt herself out, which is fine. We all take stitchy breaks. I think she's thought about going back to it a few times, but she's really concerned because she's got arthritis in her thumbs and they're just really sore and she's not real sure if she's going to be able to stitch. I have talked to her about, we can get frames, floor stands, I can help you there's all different things now which are more affordable than when she used to stitch and easy to get. But she doesn't seem that keen. But that's fine because I kind of win on this because I got a heap of patterns and she knows that they're going to live here safe. So if she ever wants them back, I can give them back. But I'm really excited to show you these patterns because there's some nice older ones which you don't really see people stitching anymore. For me, they're also quite nostalgic because I grew up in a house full of embroideries that looked like this, and so when I look at them it just reminds me of being a kid again, which is nice. So yeah, let's have a look what we've got, hey? Okay, so I have a heap here and I haven't really looked at them properly since I've got them, but I did pick out this one. So this is Nature Gibbs and it looks like it's a sunset kit, and I have actually put this one in my to start list. It was actually going to be part of my Start September that I did and I didn't get to it. And I just love it, and my idea is to maybe do, so obviously this is all of the seasons, is to maybe try and stitch a season each season. And so that means if I was to start now, I'd need to be starting at the top because it is spring here. But yeah, I haven't got to it yet. So I think if I want to do start it, I'll probably just start with the border. Maybe I'll try and get the border done next year, and then the following year I can start, going through the seasons as they go. But we'll see. I think what actually what's put me off this kit, see, I've even already got my 3D printed floss palette in there ready to go, is that in the pattern there is obviously colors and codes, but this is the threads and they're not numbered at all. And I don't know if they were numbered and something's happened to my mum's kit, or if this is, I don't usually do kits, so, or if this is how the kit does come and you just kind of need to figure it out, but we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. So yeah, this is the first one. Be warned, there is many patterns to come. She also has a heap of these smaller patterns. So it's come like this, and then there's a picture that's come with it of what it should look like, and this is literally a photograph that's been printed. And so this is called Country Morning by Mary McDonald, and the chart is from 1997, so it is nearly as old as me. So that is what it would look like. It's kind of hard to see, it's on a little photo. So that is that one. I actually do like that one because I'm in a little bit of a kind of house stitchy phase, so you never know, I may do that one. There's some here that I might do, I might not do, I don't know. I'm just kind of keeping them. I think there was only one I was going to donate, and I can't remember if I already did donate it. But the next one is, my mum had a thing for roosters, so there is a lot of kind of farmy roostery things. She loved stitching them. Roosters were her favorite. Her favorite animals are cows and roosters, so a lot of the patterns are centered around things like that. This is JBW Designs French Country Rooster, and it was meant to be finished as a pillow. So it does have the pillow that you insert it into. It did come in here somewhere. I think I've got it in my craft cupboard. So yeah, she's got a lot of these like little ones like this. So I think she used to go off to craft shows up in Sydney with her best friend, and she used to be able to go and buy all these little things, or she'd have to go down to the craft shop and bury. She's always amazed at these days how many patterns are available and all the different types of patterns that I can do just from buying a PDF online. And I can tell sometimes she's a bit like, oh, it looks like there's some fun things, and I always send her some patterns like, oh, that's a really nice one. And I'm like trying to, you know, oh, maybe you should do one with me, Mum. Let's come and do it together. But she's just not keen. But she's just, she loves that you can buy things like that, and you don't have to buy like these kind of kits that I got here from her. And that, you know, you just digitally have them forever, can print out as many as you want. It's just such, I think cross stitching these days is a lot easier than it was back when she started, and a lot more maybe affordable. Like the patterns are quite cheap compared to having to buy these kits. But in saying that, these kits are awesome and they do deserve love. So I'm so glad that she's given them to me. Here's another one that she got. So it's Little Needlework Designs, and it is Little House Chart number 54. And the cool thing about this is it actually comes with, open it up. She actually went and got it. So it comes with all the, it's called Crescent Colors hand-dyed floss. I'm pretty sure when I looked these up, they're still around, but maybe not under the same name anymore. But the fact that it comes and she's like got it all fully kitted up actually really makes me want to do the pattern. So the pattern is from 2008, so not as old as some of the other ones that are here. But this is very much like what my mum used to do when I was little, and I had all around my house, and she used to make into pillows and have up in frames, swapping them out. So for me, it's, yeah, like I said before, it's quite nostalgic, which kind of makes me really want to do it. Now, the next two I have are from 1996 and 1995. So this one is 1996. And it is, in the back here, she's got all kinds of different stuff I've just noticed, including some different fabric, and looks like there's some Semco threads in the back here. So this is a Debbie Mum designer fabric included. Oh, that's interesting. So it's Debbie Mum, and it's called The Gardener. Now, I don't know if this is something that I will stitch. This is something very much I look at and just think of my mum. Yeah, definitely, obviously it was hers, but she used to love stitching these kind of ladies, and always had a garden theme because my mum is very into sunflowers. So yeah, that's a nice one. I suppose, like, I don't know, would you call like the 90s vintage for patterns these days? Like, to me, I don't feel like that. It kind of makes me feel vintage if I say that, and I feel like, you know, we're not quite there yet, but I suppose some people would probably call them sort of getting towards the vintage stage. This one is 1995, so yeah, pretty much nearly as old as me. And it's another Debbie Mum design, and it's called All Things Noah, which I'm actually shocked my mum had this one. I would not have picked this up and gone, that looks like my mum's style. It's definitely not my style. It's not something that I plan to stitch. Was thinking about donating it, or maybe if I go to a cross stitch retreat, which I never really go to an in-person one, but say I go to one, I know sometimes they have those things where you can put them in and someone else might get some joy out of it. Or maybe I'm just going to keep it. My mum always says, like, you know, kits are great. She's just like, take the fabric out, take the thread out, and just use them for other things. And, you know, she has a point, because the fabric actually looks quite nice. But not sure what I'm going to do with this one, whether I'm going to gift it away or keep it. Now, another little house needleworks. This one's called Garden Pleasures. Now, I really do like the little house needleworks, and I have actually started a Little House Needleworks one back in my Start September videos. Was one that I started, and I do have that one coming up because that was a pattern that I got off my mum. But yeah, I really do like it. I like the cute little I just like the cuteness of them. Like this one, I don't know if you guys can see very well, but it's very cute. And yeah, it's quite nice. So the ones with these ones is they use all the crescent colors, but there is a DMC conversion, which is good on the back. So that will be easy to do. And yeah, I do like that one. I can see me maybe stitching that one. It looks like it's a cute little quick stitch, which is always nice. Okay, the next couple, just rearranging. I have so many on my lap. There's just, I think I might do these ones now. So the next ones are all Bent Creek designs. And I'm not sure if they've got a year on these ones that I can quickly see. So this one is called The Weathered Garden. And yeah, I don't know if this is one that I will stitch either. Probably something I'm just going to hoard away in my cross stitch kit for a little while. But that is a cute one. The next one, Another Bent Creek, is called Animal Arches. This is cute. I could see myself stitching this one. I actually think this one would make a really cute like little pillow. And I don't really make finishes like that too often, so it is something I want to do more, is try and make my cross stitch finishes into something more than just a frame. So that could be a cute one to start with. And yeah, just a nice little kit. It looks pretty small. So it's only 9.6 inch by 4.2 inch on 32 count linen, and using 2 strands over 2. So that's not a bad size really. It's doable, but don't you find that as cross stitches, like that's a little size. I could do that real quick, and it takes you ages because we're like working on so many webs. The next one, Another Bent Creek, is called Hen. Now I look at this one and definitely see my mum, because I said she loves chickens, roosters, all things farm animals. My favorite animal is a pig, so I'm a farm animal lover too, and my son's favorite animal is actually a sheep. So funnily enough, we could fill a whole farm with our favorite animals. So yeah, I actually really love this one. I love the way what they've framed this one in, and I actually am thinking I have a frame similar to this that I've stored away for potential cross stitch, so maybe I could do it and get the same look. But you know, we'll see. This is a lot because I've also got my own stash of patterns. But yeah, it's now on. Oh wait, I just found Another Bent Creek. This one is called the Spring Soapbox, and I actually think this one is super cute with a nice length. I do like that one. That is very cute. And you know, these are very, if you've been watching me for a while, you're thinking, oh, that's not really her style, and it's not really my style. These things, like I wouldn't probably catch myself stitching them if I wasn't given them, but looking at that pattern, it is very cute and it is very tempting to stitch. This next one, I'm pretty sure my mum may have stitched this next one. I feel like I've seen it in my house. So it is designed by Diane Arthurs, and it's called Done in Love. And I have a thing for it. I look at it and go, oh, I kind of just love that. And I think it'd be really cool to, like, if you have, I know my mum used to do this all the time, if you have these really nice like buttons and stuff like that you can put on instead of using these hanging down, that would look really cool. So her and her friend used to go button shopping all the time. Actually, her friend, who's I call my godmother, she actually gave me her old stash of buttons. I need to go through them and see what's in there. There might be something that I could put on this line if I was to stitch it and hang it off, because I think that would look really cool, just try and add something else. But yeah, that's a nice one. I could see myself stitching this one. The next one is another one by Diane Arthurs called The Garden of Plenty. And so, let's have a look what's one it is in here. It is two of them? No, it's one of them. So this one is this little girl right here. So this is what this pattern is. Obviously it was a bit of a thing where you could buy multiple ones. So that's the little girl. She's pretty cute. My mum clearly has a thing for gardens back in the day, because it's a lot of them. The next one is a kit, and it is beautiful Ada in it, and it is a Trudy Ann Designs, and it's called Happiness Kit. Now I do like the house, but I've never really stitched it. It's like kind of sampler style, but I've never really stitched anything like that. I've never done a sampler with, you know, the alphabet in it. It is something I've looked at, especially a few FlossTubers and people I follow on Instagram do stitch them regularly, and they do look a little bit like fun, but I've just never brought myself to doing them. So I don't think this one will probably get done. So really I need to probably go through these and put aside the ones that I think I want to do and the ones that I don't really want to do, and then just think about what I'm going to do with the ones that I don't want to do. Although I think I will keep them for a little while, just because I feel like my mum is a bit in two minds whether she wants to keep stitching, if she wants to give stitching a go again. So I don't want to get rid of anything and then she goes, hey, I want to start stitching again. Do you still have those patterns, and not have them? Mind you, I think she could find some new ones on Etsy that I think she really likes that I've been sending her. So I have 2 more to go from that she gave me. So we're nearly there. The next one is by Teresa Foster Hansen, and it is part of the Attic Designs, and it's called Sunflower Seeds. So yeah, so we're getting a theme here. So without even knowing my mum, I think you guys can say she likes to stitch sunflowers. She likes to stitch crazy looking ladies in the garden. Well, that's what I used to call them when I was a kid anyway. They're not. Ladies in the gardening. And yeah, cows and chickens. Although we haven't had any cows come up, but I'm pretty sure there was some around my house at one point. She also used to do a lot of long stitches. So when I've been getting some more vintage long stitches that you can't get anymore from secondhand stores and online, she's like, I'm pretty sure I had that. I'm pretty sure I stitched that. I'm like, maybe that's why I like it. Maybe it's a nostalgic thing coming in there. But yeah, just looking at this one, don't think I'll stitch it, although I did just think it would look really nice. We have a seedling box to stitch and kind of make a little thing to put on top of that. Now the last one is another sunset kit, and it is called Homespun Wisdom. And I actually kind of like this. So I obviously like the sunset kits, because the other one that I said at the beginning I plan on doing was a sunset kit. And it is super cute, this one. It looks like there's lots of stitching in it. Again, this is another one, so it must just be the sunset kits that come like this. Do kits often come like this? Look, I'm not a kit stitcher. I've got one kit, and it is a dimensions kit, and it didn't come like this, where you had to figure out what color was what. But I'm not, like, and this one is, it's not sealed. Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure on if my mum's taken something out of it or not. But definitely, you know, I need to look into them. I need to open up, look into it, see if it's pretty easy to do, which I will do, hoping I get that one started. But yeah, so there you go. So that is all of the haul that I got off my mum. It was like Christmas. She also gave me a heap of fabric, and she also gave me some other stuff, which I didn't show here. So yeah, so that's the haul from my mum. I also got another one which I've already started, and I have deep away in my whip, so I wasn't able to get it out, but I'll put a picture here, which is a grab from my FlossTube, from my Start September FlossTube, or you know, you could go back and watch my Start September FlossTube if you're yet to see it. So it was really great. When she gave it to me, it was like Christmas, because she also gave me a bag. So I actually have a bag here just full of like different fabric, and she'd already pretty much given me most of her cross-stitching fabric already, but this was stuff like calico stuff that she was doing and different kind of things. She often dabbled in like backstitch only kind of patterns, and she went through a huge phase where that's all she did. Like, she'd draw on with a washable marker, and then she'd just kind of like backstitch around the whole thing and made these beautiful like pillows and stuff like that. So she did have some patterns for them, which I've moved into a different part of my craft cupboard, and or have already donated, because that's not really my style. I didn't really like doing them when I did do a couple with her when I was younger. But yeah, so that is all the stuff. So it literally, I said to her, Mum, you could have just wrapped this up and given it to me for my birthday, and I would have been like stoked. Like, you wouldn't even have to tell me that they were all yours. So I'm like, this is just great. It was very exciting. I'd actually just dropped my son off, and she'd given them to me. So I was like in the car as we're driving, you know, we're driving up to Sydney, which is a little bit of like a 90-minute drive. I was like going through them, and the sun was going down on my torch. I'm like, oh God, Joe, these are great. So now they've gone through all of my mum's hand-me-down haul. I now have the unboxing of what Brooke has brought me over. So I have a few here on my lap. So forgive me if I'm looking down. So she came over, and there's like 4 of like, you know, these kind of boxes. And so she said she got them quite cheap. So let's have a look, because I am yet to open what is in here and see. Okay, so in this box, so yeah, look, we've got some like variations of DMC. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is interesting. I wonder what that would be like to stitch with. As if you've stitched with this before, let me know what it's like. Oh, actually, this reminds me that my mum also gave me a heap of variated thread, which I'll show in a minute. But it had this type in there as well. My mum had some of them. So then, like, in this bit here, there's a heap of, anchor thread. So that's an anchor thread, some DMC, some other bits and bobs in there. So that's one box. The other boxes are all just very floss heavy, which is pretty cool. Oh, lid's broken. So from just looking, and I'll just pull one out. So some of them Some of them are wrapped around the thing here. And so like on a super like vintage looking DMC. So it is DMC, but you know, like super old kind of looking labels. So that's pretty cool. So that was just up in there. And so like a heap of them from what I can just quickly glance in this box have got those kind of labels in there. So I'd say there's probably like a heap of sort of like older DMC in here and floss, and there's some that isn't labeled. Here's another one with a bit of an older, yeah, definitely an older DMC label. So that's pretty exciting. Kind of older DMC, you know the like the shades change, but that doesn't matter because this is still pretty cool. You just use it for like smaller projects. I also have a heap of like no-name threads that I use, and I often just use to match up to colors. So I won a DMC color guide from Stitch People on an Instagram competition. Funnily enough, Instagram competition that was only available to people who lived in America, and I didn't realize when I entered. And then I won, so I just used a mail redirect service. And it's been super helpful. So I get that out and I kind of look what, if I don't have the color in my stash of DMC, I look what I've kind of got that's closest to. So this will just add to that stash. Okay, sorry, this box that I've just opened kind of has a smell to it, which is not very pleasant at all. But there's some more in there, and there's some plastic bobbins, a bobbin winder, and then what's this one? It's a bit of an, oh yeah, it's just, yep, it's just another like, so yes, another DMC one in this one. This was in this one. It's a pretty good find from Brooke. Like, so many DMCs in this. So many DMC. The only problem with this box is it does smell an awful lot, and I can't even place the smell. It's not like even musty, so I don't know if the thread in that one, maybe if you air it out, if it's gonna keep that smell. Last box that she got. Let's have a look what's in here. Oh yeah, these are pretty, and I recognize some of these purple colors. Oh, this one I've just picked up. Yeah, DMC 333, and I'm pretty sure I have this because I have a lot of the purple kits, but you guys could see. There's a needle in there, like pre-threaded and put through. That is, I'm kind of glad I found that. I wouldn't want to like stick myself with someone's old needle, but yeah, I'll fix that up. I mean, nothing worse than putting your hand in a box that's not your own and sticking yourself with someone's needle that's, you don't know where it's been. Tetanus shot would soon be needed. But yeah, there's some nice stuff. Like some of these like metallic kind of threads are pretty cool. So definitely a lot of threads in here that I would use, and will be going into my who knows what kind of thread this is box. Although a lot of them do have are wrapped up around DMC. I mean, I literally just bought this color, DMC 3371. So it'll be interesting to match it to the current dye lots to see what they look like. But yeah, so this is pretty exciting. Yeah, so that is the last box of that from Brooke. So thank you, Brooke, for getting that for me. It's pretty awesome, and I can't wait to go through them properly. Now, what I did forget to show you in the haul that I got from my mum was like, she just had like all these like really cool threads. So I have, this is missing a couple because I have used a few. So she's got like, let's have a look. Like some dye work, Weeks Dye Works threads are in here, and the Gentle Arts thread. Oh, that one was my one that I've accidentally put in there. Some one of these. I've never seen this brand before, but it was just in that box that I just opened too. So, and then there's, yeah, cottage color, just crescent colors again. So I'm pretty sure they are still going. I'm just not 100% sure if they're still crescent colors. If you're in America, you might know better than me, because I'm pretty sure it's an American brand. And then we've got, you know, Carrie's Creation hand dyed flosses. So all of these. So she's had a heap of them, and so I did get this off, all this haul I have had for, you know, a couple of months now. And so when I got these threads off her, it actually inspired me to, I've used one instantly for a sampler I'm doing, and I've used it on an octopus in it. And I'm not one to kind of go and just find a specialty thread and use that instead. Which is funny because I often, you know, swap in. I don't use the DMC color, I use something different, but I'm not one to use that. But this was actually something that when she gave it to me, it really inspired me to branch out and start using these. So I did. I started using those instead, and I've had fun, and since then I've gone and bought some more. So she's been a little bit of an enabler. But that comes to the end of my hand-me-down haul video. It's super cool to get a hand-me-down haul from someone which thankfully hasn't passed away, you know? Like, my mum was able to give this to me. She's able to watch me create it. She was see me enjoy it. It's really nice, and I'm loving that I can have this and share it with her and haven't had to get it just because she's passed away, which is really nice. And also some great like Facebook Marketplace finds. I always look on there and I can never find anything. I don't know how Brooke manages to find, like, she finds some really cool stuff on there, and I just maybe I'm not on there enough. I don't look enough. It's just like an every now and then kind of thing. But yeah, so that is my haul, you know, and I actually had a really good time at the op shop the other week. I managed to find 4 frames, which are going to be excellent for some cross stitches that I have lined up and in my whips to start. So that was a really good haul as well. But yeah, so there you go. If you've managed to the end, thank you. Thank you for joining me with my cross stitch haul. I know it's a little bit different to watching what people have been stitching, but I will have a whip update for you in the next, definitely in the next 2 weeks. So yeah, so if you liked my video and you want to join me for my future FlossTube updates and you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you. And yeah, hey, let me know in the comments below what your favorite pattern was from my mum's haul. All right, I hope you're having a great day and have a good time stitching. See ya.